very important information to give you all for this semester. Oh, sorry, teacher. And I'm going to leave these on the table over here. This is some very important information that we need to go over for this semester. This is a title semester not only for the Language Arts Center but for the university. There's some things we need to go over so that you all are informed and aware, and then we're going to go over some things very quickly. I only have about 15 minutes to tell you all this stuff, and then any questions, comments, concerns, you can email me later if you have questions about these things. Okay, first we're going to go over the on the main handout. It mentions the QEP. How many of you already know what the QEP is about? Shanice, you said you know?
I remember we turned in our papers last semester for advanced copy. We had to turn in a copy for QEP.
Talk real loud.
I'm not sure exactly. She said that for us to remove everything off of them, she was going to turn them in, and it was so that we could see if students were really learning how to write, especially because we were in a competition course.
Okay. That was a very important part of the QEP process. We collected papers from classrooms across campus, seniors and junior classes, as a part of the QEP. Let's read the handout. This can be found on the link on the front page of WSSU's website also. Very quickly, I'll read the first paragraph and I'll ask somebody else to read the rest. What is the QEP? The Commission on Colleges of the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools requires institutions undergoing reaffirmation of accreditation to complete a quality enhancement plan, QEP. The QEP is a 5-year plan that is designed to focus on improving a significant aspect of student learning or the learning environment. The plan must be an outgrowth of institutional assessment and must include broad-based involvement of the university community in the development and implementation of the QEP. The institution must demonstrate that it has the resources and the capacity to initiate and to sustain the QEP during the 5-year implementation period and beyond. What is WSSU's QEP? Because they can be different. Somebody real quickly read that paragraph for us. Read it very loud.
Rams Write, Improving Writing in the Major, is Winston-Salem State University's 5-year plan to improve the writing proficiency of juniors and seniors. The program targets juniors and seniors who are enrolled in designated junior and senior level courses with an emphasis on writing. Faculty engage students in these classes in the writing process. Faculty require these students to prepare drafts of papers, to have drafts reviewed by peers and professionals in the Writing Center, and to make revisions prior to submitting the final copy of their papers.
Excellent, thank you, Shimmy. Somebody read the goals for us. So you see automatically, now this is on the website for the entire university. The Writing Center, that's us. Okay. Now we'll talk about the name of the center and all that too. But you all are literally the best and the brightest. You all are, I mean, based on your performance and your helping students in the past year, it's impressed the university enough to fund certain things like the renovation of this entire center that we're sitting in now, but also we're going to get a secretary. We're going to have an assistant director that's paid from the provost's office. Based on your performance in helping these students, students have improved a great deal based on what you've helped them to do, and it's incorporated in this little note I have to you, long note I have to you on the other page. Somebody read the goals for us real quick.
Goals of the QEP. 1. Students will demonstrate competence in written communication using appropriate language, conventions, organization, supporting evidence, and content appropriate to purpose and audience. 2. Students will know, understand, and use the writing process to produce writing in the major. drawing upon available resources. 3. Students will understand and use the criteria for judging good writing. 4. Students will demonstrate confidence in their ability to judge good writing and to provide feedback to their peers.
Excellent. For more information, you can contact those people at the end. Dr. McCarter is also the Associate Provost. That's important to know. Dr. Shirley Manigault, she's also the Associate Dean, School of Arts and Sciences, and she is a full professor in English. I'm extremely excited about this year because you're about to be able to show off your talents to a lot of people that may be visiting us at very intermittent times during the year, okay? And at the same time, it's a time for us to step up our professionalism. I'm extremely pleased with you all. I mean, because as tutors, you all, part of the reason we hired you was not only your intelligence, but also your personalities, your ability to work with people, your professionalism, generally speaking. If there is any ramping up to be done, please do it. And this next sheet that we'll look at next basically outlines some of those things and some of the reasons I've mentioned already. But yeah, let's go through that very quickly. This is the double page handout. I'm going to read number 2. This, hopefully the first sentence is kind of long, but it clearly gives you the idea of what we're dealing with for this year. Okay, we are a showcase for the university of all the places on campus, University College, for which we are a part, and more specifically and obviously the Language Arts Center has been chosen as the place for which a number of funds have and are to be directed. Please don't tell your tutees or your clients to write sentences like this. This is extremely long. For which a number of funds have and are to be directed, as well as additional staff with our new renovation. That's what we're sitting in right now, and in the coming months. That's the additional staff that will be added at the provost's expense. All this is an attempt to retain students in the university through the improvement of the reading and writing. Your part in connecting with students, helping them feel connected to the university through your personable interactions and assistance has added to and been a large part of our success. You have been hired not only for your intelligence, but also for your ability to interact professionally and with a caring demeanor for your students. Your performance has been stellar in terms of the quality of your work, as well as increased visits to the center. At any time, the provost or chancellor or any number of important administrators could be visiting us. We are to foster a professional but comfortable atmosphere within the center. So when you are on the clock, make sure you're on. Okay? And you all can comment if you have a question while I'm giving this. I'm trying to go quickly because I have to run to another place. But again, you're doing a great job, and we're just trying to reinforce the fact that this is a very, very important semester, and we're going to have to be on our P's and Q's. Okay. Let me think. 3 is very important. Somebody read 3 for us.
The SACS Accreditation Committee, the committee that will determine whether or not WSSU retains its accreditation as a university or not, will be visiting in late March, March 23rd through 25th, 2010, but possibly sooner. So be extremely cognizant of these dates.
Okay, what does cognizant mean?
Aware.
Aware, yeah. No, that's our prayer, that we don't lose our accreditation. But that's the importance of us doing what we have to do in here, okay? You literally, I mean, the provost in her presentation to the faculty had the writing center in front of the entire faculty group. This on campus, all right? So you all are the stars now. And part of the reason why we're doing this, and I'm going through this information for you, of all the students on campus, you all need to know this like none other. Okay, so study this, know what the QEP is about, because what will happen is that accreditation board will be walking on campus during those days and possibly earlier and just asking random people, do you know what the QEP is? What is Rams Right? And that's